Hey guys, welcome back or to the channel. The Honda Grom is built really well. It's your basic bike. With a few little tweaks, this thing will be ready to ride doing your spirited driving. And one of those tweaks is to do with these plastic side panels. You only have a couple little clips here all the way around. You'll see in the video. And if you're doing any kind of spirited driving, you're gonna be hugging the tank. And you're hugging it so hard at certain times doing maneuvers, pushing in and out of turns, you'll pop those tiny little plastic pieces. And this will be a nice little hollow spot, a little spot of shame. So what I recommend, what everybody else is doing, and what we're gonna be doing, is epoxying it all the way around, putting the epoxy into the seams, making this panel part of this panel. So when you're doing your spirited driving, you'll be ready to ride without worry of popping this. The other thing that could happen when you do pop this, your knee is gonna go further into the bike, into this little hollow area, and it could freak you out when it happens. You might lose control, don't know. So this is also could be potentially a safety hazard. So do yourself a favor, take off this whole panel, epoxy all the way around this, and you won't have to worry. And we're going to fix the side plastics because these are prone to breaking when you're hugging the gas tank. So all we need is a Torx, an Allen key, and these things will come right off.
A little tight.
That's what she said. Two Phillips head screws, 3 Allen head keys, and apparently this just pops off. Terry!
Yo.
You know what you're doing here, I don't.
You take the 2 screws out of the front?
2 screws here, 3 Allen keys.
So it's as simple as not worrying about what you're doing and just pulling it up.
Nice.
It's because this clip, and then you got these 2. So you gotta pull the bottom out.
Makes sense.
And then lift it up.
That's why I have you here, you're the professional. So now we just glue all this in. Beautiful. Cold air intake is very, very tiny. Once we get the CPU, we'll be doing that, and then we'll make this a nice ram air style. But that's the next thing on the list. Before you get started, make sure you clean the seam all the way around. I use either alcohol or acetone. That way you get a good mating surface for the epoxy.
And too, after, there's a couple bigger holes here at this clip and this clip. So if you feel like you need to get some extra,
As long as it's in there,
gaps.
we'll know when it breaks.
And I did do this very top edge on mine.
We are using your black to match the panels. Quick set 15-minute epoxy. And we mix a little bit, put it in, and fit it all the way around the seam. And then we mix it another little bit, put it into the seam, and smooth it all the way around. And we continue this process for the entire panel. You may have already surmised this, but it is a 2-part epoxy. You have 15 minutes of work time, probably a little bit less depending on temperature and heat and everything. And it's important to only mix what you need in that moment. Put that into the seam and have a bond, nothing more. And this is what 2 coats in looks like. It's pretty good, man. Like, you did. This is nice. All around the clips. So Terry, having already done this before, this will be his his 3rd and 4th panels, and then we're going to let them sit in a nice, warm, dry environment for 24 hours, and then the next morning is when we're going to put them back on the bike. That will mean it'll have a complete curing period. Hey guys, it's been 24 hours, we're back, the panels are going on. This one, and this one. As stated before, use an Allen key with the 3 Allen key bolts for the side panel after you clip it on into place. And then there's 2 Phillips head screwdrivers. This part it's important to do with a stubby screwdriver. So we're on to the passenger side. Well, passenger side is kind of relative in a bike. The right side panel. Do the same thing all over again, and away you go. Thank you for watching, guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave it down below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.